Hey guys, I'm Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. You're watching the Wired autocomplete interview. And I will complete some sentences now, I think. Who is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau? Wow, that's an existential question. I like that. Well, how much time do we have? He's a Danish actor, and he's best known for playing Jaime Lannister on Game of Thrones. Who does Nikolaj Coster-Waldau look like? I think I was the first one who mentioned it, but in the beginning of Game of Thrones, he looked like Prince Charming from Shrek. And also, I've been told, what's the guy from the show Lost?
Sawyer?
Yeah, I look like my mom as well. Who's Nicolai married to? I'm married to Nugaga, and I've been married to her for, this June, 22 years. Yay! Oh yes. How do you pronounce Nikolaj Coster-Waldau? Well, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, when I'm in Denmark, it would be Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. See? How much does Nikolaj Coster-Waldau weight? Okay, that's really rude. Wow. 93 kilograms, which is probably just 200 pounds. How old is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau? He's 48. How old is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau's wife? She's 48. Does Nikolaj Coster-Waldau know how to ride a horse? Yes. I knew how to ride a horse prior to Game of Thrones, but I did there was a movie called Kingdom of Heaven that Ridley Scott did, and I'd worked with him on Black Hawk Down, and then they called and said, do you want to come do this thing? I said, absolutely. Do you know how to ride a horse? Absolutely. Put the phone down and instantly called like a place where I could learn how to ride a horse. Okay. What languages does Nikolaj Coster-Waldau speak? Well, I speak Danish, English. I understand and can get by in the Scandinavian languages. Can survive in German. And I once did a French movie by accident. I got a script from this it's called 24 Hours in the Life of a Woman. And I got the script in English, and I met the director, and he said, you want to read the scene? And I started reading a scene. He said, no, c'est en français. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. This is not going to work. But he still gave me the part, so I did a French movie. På svensk, ja, jag har pratat lite grann svensk. Je parle un peu de français, mais je m'en un petit peu. Und ich spreche Deutsch. Ich verstehe alles, aber spreche nur ein bisschen. How was that? How tall is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau in feet? He's just under 6'2". Is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau in Destiny 2? Then I have to ask, what is Destiny 2?
It is a video game. It's the sequel to Destiny, the original one.
Okay. I guess I'm not in Destiny 2. I play some games on my phone. Is that no? Is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau left-handed? No. Wow.
You had a hand cut off on Game of Thrones.
I did.
Which one was that?
It was the right hand, but it was fine. You just you practice with your left. Why is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau's name hyphenated? Well, my parents divorced. I wanted to have both my mom's and my dad's last name, so I hyphenated it. Can Nikolaj play a musical? Can I play a musical? Is that do you want me? If I say yes, do you then want me to do it? A musical instrument. I thought it was like, should you want me? I can do cats. I can play. I can play a bit of the guitar, but. Yeah, I can say that safely. There are no instruments in here. Yeah, I'm like every instrument. I can play anything. Where is Nikolaj Coster-Waldau from? He's from Denmark. Where does Nikolaj Coster-Waldau live? He lives in Denmark. What happened to Nikolaj in Game of Thrones? What happened to Nikolaj in Game of Thrones? Nikolaj is an actor who plays a character. He's not really in Game of Thrones. This is fun. Why? Jaime Lannister is the best character. Clearly, these are questions I wrote myself. It's a great character because he's, any character that starts out in the first scene, more or less, having sex with his sister and then tries to kill an innocent boy, that's a fantastic starting point for, drama, because you can only hate a guy like that. You can only despise him, and he's disgusting. And then knowing that actually you're going to have to all that prejudice you then pour into this character, you're going to be faced with that later on when you find out that he's motivated by some pure feelings of love and loyalty, and he's a very cool guy. And he can act like he could be a bit of a prig as well. Why isn't Jaime Lannister king? Well, because he's not, that's that whole bloodline thing they have in Westeros. I haven't read the books, but I'll get back to you on that one. Who saved Jaime Lannister from the dragon? That was Bronn, played by Jerome Flynn. We had a fantastic time shooting this. We shot in a place called Cáceres in the west of Spain. That sequence where the dragons come down. And we worked with these stunt teams and the horse team. And one of the things about Game of Thrones is that obviously, the dragons and all the visual effects are added. But everything else is physical. You see it. So the stunt work was insane. The riders, you see 40 riders standing on horseback, just galloping towards you. It's pretty amazing. But that was not the question. The question was who saved Jaime, and that was Bronn. Who cut Jaime Lannister's hand off? That was a character called Locke, played by Noah Taylor. Noah Taylor broke my rib. Jaime's captured by Locke, and then they're traveling towards, I can't remember the name. On the way, Jaime tries to escape, but he's then beaten up in this mud pit. And because I was in all this mud, he's supposed to kick me here, and then he missed kicked, and then broke a rib. Who could beat Jaime Lannister in a duel? Well, the question should have been before or after he lost his hand. After, anyone could beat him, but before, no one could beat him. Could Jaime Lannister be Aso Ahai, which is, I think, the chosen one or something? Well, he could. Could Jaime Lannister be a Targaryen? It's Game of Thrones, anything's possible. Who did Jaime Lannister squire for? Yes, he squired for this famous knight called, Sir Barristan Selmy. Yes, that's the one. You'll have to watch the show. It's all in there. How did Jaime Lannister get captured? This is early on in Game of Thrones, so we didn't have that much money, so the big battles happened off screen. This was a battle between the Lannisters and the Starks, and Robb Stark captured Jaime Lannister somehow. Has Jaime Lannister redeemed himself? Well, now that's a good question. If you've just saved 1 million people from being burned alive, do you have to redeem yourself? I think not. Where did Jaime Lannister ride off to? Well, you're gonna have to watch season 8 to find out. But I think his intention was to go north. What happens to Jaime Lannister? You're gonna have to watch season 8 to find out. Does Jaime Lannister change actor? What? That's a great question. I don't understand it. What is Jaime Lannister's hand made of? It's made of, well, if you watch the show, it's made of solid gold. It is a metal hand. They did a cast of my hand, and then it was absolutely beautiful. Will Jaime Lannister join Daenerys? Well, you're gonna have to watch the show to find out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the end of the Wired Autocomplete interview. I'm sorry.